Good motherfucking evening, y'all. It's another edition of Talking S. It's your boy Nicholas.
I am Manuel.
It is your LaDainian Tomlinson episode. It's the 2-1. Hit him with the pump. Leave him in the trunk with the dump. Bop, bop, bop. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's get right into it.
All right, talking speed. Question 1.
Where the fuck did that voice come from?
Get your shit together. Here's the question.
God?
Even better. Your producer.
Christian. Okay, producer Christian. It makes a lot of sense.
You guys were actually scaring me with like fucking ghost and shit. And I'm like, remember fucking Hispanic and believe in ghosts. I don't fuck with that.
The MLB draft passed a month ago. What'd you think of the Angels draft this year? Manny, go.
Wow, way to pause, Christian. So, it's stupid. It's like the Cleveland Browns getting 20-some-odd quarterbacks in 20 years. Who drafts 20 pitchers in a row in a draft? I mean, sure, we're bound to hit one, but probably end up with a fifth guy. The Angels are the equivalent of the Cleveland Browns. Know how to draft talent, but the epitome of mediocrity and failure. You got a Tommy. You got Mike Trout. What have you won? Nothing. Maybe like one playoff race appearance, but God, I hate baseball. I'm done.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump into my segment. You can start my 30 seconds. Manny, I agree with you in terms that they are the epitome of mediocrity in terms of their pitching. So they've had bad pitching over the last 3 or 4 years, no doubt about it. But including them with the Cleveland Browns is definitely an atrocity in terms of a comparison. Because the Cleveland Browns have drafted 20 bad quarterbacks over the span of 25 years. This was 20 fucking pitchers over 20 fucking picks. You know what the average MLB team keeps on their roster in terms of pitchers? 12 or 13. 12 and a half is the average number of pitcher kept on an MLB roster. You're telling me 8 of these guys aren't even going to make the fucking team, which fucked up everyone's draft strategy because now people are reaching for players they don't need to reach for because they're like, oh my god, this pitcher's going to be gone. I better start swapping them now. I wonder how many rounds for other GMs to realize, holy shit, they're picking all the pitchers.
So it feels like a fantasy football draft when the guy drafts a fucking defense in the 5th round. You're
No.
great.
It feels like a fantasy football draft when you have a Packers fan come in and he's like, yo, I'm going to pick Aaron Rodgers first pick. All right, second pick, easy money, Jordy Nelson. It's like, dude, Jordy Nelson retired 4 years ago.
All right, guys. Now with question number 2. Do you think this is really the last dance for Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams with the Green Bay Packers? Nick, go ahead.
Yes, I do. I think Davante Adams is going to go really wherever Aaron Rodgers goes. I truly believe that Aaron Rodgers will take this year. He definitely, from what it sounds like, from what Adam Schefter reported, is that Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to have some choices on where he wants to go next year, whether that being traded, whether that being re-released as a free agent. And I think with that being said, I'm sure Davante Adams, the only reason he came back and reported to camp this year was for that same reason. Now, Davante Adams is only under contract for another 3 years. So for him to play this year, he's only on the contract 2 years after that. And for him to hold out another 2 years isn't that big of a deal. So, yes, to answer the question, Manny, your turn.
Woo! So this is going to be a tough one because
I already wasted 5 seconds saying that.
And you just cut into my time.
Go.
Asshole. So yes, I think this is going to be the last dance for Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams. I think they're going to trade out Davante Adams. And then Aaron Rodgers is going to go wherever he wants. Because handshake agreement. And Packers are just stupid as a general whole. I mean, he went in a press conference, named a list of guys that they underpaid, didn't even offer a contract to. Good locker room guys. Who trades Jordy Nelson?
Bonus question for Talking S for you, producer Christian. How about this? Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers are not in Green Bay next year. What team do you see fit for them? And yes, that is a duo and tandem.
Okay. So, as of right now, I do see probably the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Mostly because they're mainstream. They already have a set defense. Davante Adams will add the number 1 quality to that receiving core, and Aaron Rodgers will establish that offense.
Sleeper pick, the Baltimore Ravens.
Really?
Ooh.
This is Lamar Jackson's make it or break it year, y'all.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Or on the make it or break it year, since you put an interesting quote out there, no one's thought of this. New York Giants.
Danny Dimes.
And they have a decent receiving core, all pro talent at running back. They just need to build that offensive line a little bit more. A defense that can compete with anybody.
All right.
in the New York market.
All right.
All right, y'all. As you know, it's NFL football season, me and Manny's favorite time of the year. And so that means we're going to be doing lists, as we always do, whether that be top 5 in positions. But this year, we thought let's do something a little bit different. Top 30 players, and we'll start from 30, counting down to 1. We're not going to drown you out this whole episode, so we will do numbers 30 through 26 this episode. Manny, you ready for this?
You know I'm always ready. I'm born ready.
Let's do it. We're going to compare and contrast our 30s through 26. Next week, we'll hit you with 25 through 20. So, starting off for me, Fred Warner, inside linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Fred Warner, he's had 115 plus tackles over the last 2 seasons, a few interceptions, a few sacks to go along with it. Extremely high football IQ. He runs side to side, a great linebacker, and he does it all, quite frankly. He's very versatile, and in my opinion, he's the next incoming of someone like a Levante David. And, I mean, quite frankly, looking at their linebacking core, he's the next Patrick Willis or Navarro Bowman for him. More so Navarro Bowman because of consistency, but I really like Fred Warner. Who's your number 30, Mr. Manny?
Well, he's a quarterback phenom. Nobody saw this kid coming. Justin Herbert from Oregon.
I didn't see him coming down like quarterbacks.
I don't think anybody thought Justin Herbert. But that man was breaking rookie records left and right. Imagine if he started the whole season. He broke Peyton Manning's records. He's going to be amazing. They upgraded his offensive line, and he's mobile for 6'6". So he's just going to be a beast on play action. Nick, next guy.
Number 29 is Xavien Howard, the cornerback from the Miami Dolphins. May not be a Miami Dolphin for much longer, but as of right now, he is a Miami Dolphin. Is Xavien Howard. He had 10 interceptions as of last season, led the NFL, and he was keeping pace with someone pretty closely there with J.C. Jackson over New England up until he killed it over the last few weeks. He's had 19 interceptions over the last 3 years. In 2020, he missed 3/4 of the year, man. Missed over 12 games. And the boys had 19 interceptions over the last 3 years. He's not per technicality a lockdown cornerback because he has had some touchdowns let up in a few yard games. But quite frankly, Xavien Howard is a top-notch cornerback. I would love to see him in Arizona, but we're going to see where he gets traded to. With that being said, Manny, number 29 for you.
Just send everybody to Arizona. My next guy is going to be DK Metcalf. He stepped up his game. And
that is why he needs to go to Arizona. Just saying.
To what? Deal with baby Megatron? Because DK Metcalf is on his way to be the best receiver within the next 2-3 years. I mean, the man is big, strong, fast, 1,000-yard receiver. He's going to get, I'm going to guess 12 touchdowns this year at least.
I think DK Metcalf benefits a lot from having Tyler Lockett on the other side and, of course, a top-tier quarterback in Russell Wilson.
Who wouldn't benefit from Tyler Lockett?
He's an amazing player. For my number 28 player here, I'm also going to stick in terms of the receivers. This may surprise some people, and I'm curious what Manny would think. Tyreek Hill. I have to have Tyreek Hill to number 28th player. Yeah, huge playability. 15 receiving touchdowns last year. He could do it all from jet sweeps, playing in the backfield, and running deep. But underneath routes, shallow routes, drag routes, he's inconsistent. His hands are very inconsistent. He had over 9 drops last year and 7 drops the year before. Tyreek Hill is an extremely huge big play guy, and of course he is the definition of benefited from Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid's offense. And his speed kills. But Tyreek Hill to me is not the complete receiver, and that to me is why he's not going to be a top 5 receiver on my list. Manny?
I don't even have Tyreek Hill on my list, so that's what I think.
Oh, okay.
So it's from Patrick Mahomes, and you forgot one other guy, Travis Kelce. He benefits a lot from Travis Kelce taking up all the space in the middle.
That offense Andy Reid runs is insane, to say the least.
All right, so we digress. Back to mine. It's going to be a Super Bowl competitor. His name is Devin White from LSU. Fastest linebacker out there to this day. He's a beast. He can cover sideline to sideline, north and south, and can cover the team's best tight end.
Wait, I got to ask. Do you have Levante David on your top 30?
Do I have Levante David? I do not think so.
Slap yourself. What the fuck? You have Devin White but not Levante David? I can't agree with that. Moving on. Number 27. Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook may be one of the best running backs in the league here, but I don't think he is the best running back in the league. He averaged over 5 yards a carry, extremely huge big play ability, over 15 rushing touchdowns. He could do it all in terms of running the rock as well. Offensive line is only improving. Inconsistency with injuries. Injuries is not his fault, but I have Dalvin Cook right there at the 27th spot. What about for you, Manny?
Well, at the 27th spot, I have a young comer who's he's not going to suffer the sophomore slump. It's going to be Chase Young. I can tell by you didn't like that pick at that spot.
There's so many other pass rushers you can go in this spot. I actually have a pass rusher in my next spot too as well. Number 26, Chris Jones. Defensive end, defensive tackle from the Kansas City Chiefs. He does it all from the 1 all the way up to the 5 technique. Pushes the pocket. Yeah, his sacks went from 9.5 to 7.5 this year, but now he's getting double team more. He's had 13 tackles for loss the last 2 years and 20 plus QB hits each year too as well. Chris Jones does it all, moves across that line, and in a weak defense, he is a very strong point of that defense. Helps a lot to have Tyrann Mathieu in the backfield, but Tyrann Mathieu benefits a lot from Chris Jones up front.
It's called a partnership.
Absolutely.
So my next guy, I'm actually surprised I actually put him this low on the list. T.J. Watt.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's 26.
I'm actually looking at my list like, why the heck do I have him at 26? But T.J. Watt has been a beast and a staple. It was a cornerstone on that Pittsburgh defense. He's the heart and soul of that defense. Even when they went that 8-8 season with 3 different quarterbacks, he helped keep that team afloat.
Man, is Manny even sure about his picks, bro? This boy is openly admitting that he's not sure about his picks. Like, what? Chase Young? Top 30 already after 1 year?
Yes, I mean the man is a coach. He changed the culture over there already. He made that front
he changed the culture. Let's not talk about Ron Rivera. Let's not talk about the defensive linemen they've been drafting over the last 4 fucking
he was the
years.
final piece.
Jonathan, the final fucking piece
for that front 7. Yes.
Let's not talk about Ryan Kerrigan that helped groomed all these young defensive linemen too.
You mean who's in Philadelphia right now?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I know Ryan Kerrigan's not on part of the team anymore, but he helped groom that young team. I'm not an idiot. I understand where my boy Ryan went. We're done with the segment. Alrighty. So every 4 years, the summer games known as
the Olympics.
We can't forget about the Olympics here. Let's talk about it a little bit. Bermuda. Bermuda won their first ever gold as a country, the smallest country to ever win gold ever. Shout out to Flora Duffy. She won the women's triathlon. 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 36 seconds. Coming from the smallest country ever to do it, first ever time they won gold, shout out to them. They only sent 2 Olympians to the games, and one of them came home with gold. How pretty fucking awesome is that?
I didn't even know they had a country.
You're a fucking idiot.
Because every time you go to the Olympics, you see these new little countries that no one's ever heard of. So I didn't.
But Bermuda, it's fucking the Bermuda Triangle. Have you never passed simple geography?
It can be just a simple island. I didn't know they had people actually live in there that are actual natives. But anyways, let's get back on track. So let's get back to the men's basketball team and how much of a massive disappointment they've been this entire Olympic trial. So the rest of the world is starting to catch up, right? They lost to France.
What men's basketball team? Be more specific, Mr. Manny.
Oh, the U.S. men's basketball team.
Thank you.
So were they one team the entire, 10 All-Stars, right? The rest of the world probably have maybe a couple starters here and there, but they've been playing together for years, which the U.S. team is just thrown all together with Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, just a bunch of shooters, no big man, right? So the U.S. lost to France, but they did get their stride back by beating Iran the other day by damn near 50 points.
Very nice.
Lee Kiefer won. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, but she is an amazing female, right? She won the first gold medal for the U.S. in fencing while being in medical school.
Hey, thanks y'all for rolling into our episode like Ryan Hall. We appreciate all the love. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share with all the homeboys, all the homegirls, your hyenas, your homies. I think I said homies multiple times, but same shit, different toilet. As always, I'm Nicholas.
I'm Manuel.
Much love to y'all. Thank you guys very much. Let us know, too, as well. Give us any suggestions on how we can do better. We'd love to hear it, even if you want to hit us up, DM directly. It is Instagram at S.O.B Tube. That's S.O.B.T.U.B.E Tube. And don't forget Society of Bros on Facebook. At Nicholas Clark with 3 underscores on Instagram. You have MannyMartinez.501. Christian's barely on Instagram, so I'm not even going to plug that boy. It doesn't even matter. Much love, y'all. Manny and me are going to do 30 through 26, and then next week we'll do 25 through 21. Or is my math off by 1?
20.
Thank you, sir. Alrighty.
That's why you're the producer.
Thank you, producer Christian. So starting off with mine, number 30, Fred Warner, inside linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers.
49 backers. Well, they are known for their middle linebackers.
That was pretty good. You got
mean,
Patrick Willis. Really, I can't think of too many other. Ronnie Lott was a fucking safety. Mike Singletary. But no, Mike Singletary played for the fucking Bears. Revamp this bitch. We gotta redo this shit. We look stupid as hell, boy.
No, who was the other? Navarro Bowman.
But yeah, are they known for their linebackers though? For that,
no, they're not.
I would rather go to the Chicago Bears who has Raquan
linebacker.
fucking Smith. Even Danny Trevathan returned his career around there. Then on top of that, they had Brian Urlacher and fucking Briggs. Then before that, they had Devin Singletary and they had Mike Ditka. What the fuck?
Ditka was a tight end.
You're thinking of Buck Dickus.
Dick Butkus.
Dick
You're
Butkus.
right. I am thinking of Dick. They all say Dick, penis, punis, same shit. All right.
We're having brain farts left and right.
Thank you for watching the S.O.B network. Like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe.